Welcome to Fairway Sports World in Natick, Massachusetts for the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge, brought to you by the International Candlepin Bowling Association in conjunction with AT&T Broadband. Hello everyone, alongside Dan Murphy, I'm Philip Burton, and Dan, it's great to be working with you again for our second season.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. A great summer, and those of you who follow the show, we got some familiar faces coming back and also some first-timers.
Why don't you refresh us right quick on the point system as well as the format?
Okay, the format is the same. We have a challengers match, a one-game match. Winner of that one game moves on into the championship round, which is a two-game match. And of course, they take on last week, in this case, last year's champion in that two-game match. The winner of that, of course, comes back next week and is able to defend that title. And they're all looking forward to getting into that last show. The top 3 point getters, and of course, the winner of that show gets $15,000, as Dave Dupree remembers. And they get points by spares and strikes, 50 for a spare, 100 for a strike, another 100-point bonus for a combination of spares and strikes, as well as the big one, 750 for winning that championship match.
And we have a couple of familiar faces for our challengers, Richie Bober and Dan Jasofiak.
All right, Richie is back with us from last year, carries an average of 122, and his roll-off score was 641, and he hails out of the Valley Park Lanes in North Adams, Massachusetts. He will be taking on the other challenger, Dan Jasofiak, and he rolls out of Rollaway Lanes in Ware, Massachusetts, 118 average, and his roll-off score was 668.
And the winner of those two will be taking on our defending champ from last year, Eric Young. On our last show, he bowled a 250 to beat Scott Creighton and racked up 1,400 points. So he's an impressive bowler.
That's absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
And you had a tough time trying to lock him down for this particular show, didn't you?
Yeah, but I caught him. You know, you can't hide from us. You appear on this show, we'll find you.
We will hunt you down. It's great to have Eric back. And we'll be back as well in just a few moments for the start of the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge right here on AT&T 3.
What can you do at vhix.com in 30 seconds or less? Find a car by make, find a car by type, find a car by price. Find out if the car you're thinking about buying is a lemon. Get a credit check, get pre-approved, and get ready to buy. Compare vehicles, compare features, compare prices. Get insurance quotes, crash and safety test results, and much, much more. vhix.com. It's your roadmap to the automotive world.
Time for new furniture? Save now during Albert's anniversary sale. Pay no interest for 30 months on our great selection of furniture for your home. Today at Albert's, buy all the furniture you want and pay no interest until 2005 with no money down. Albert's has the best selection, lowest prices, biggest savings, and now pay no interest for 30 months during Albert's 30th anniversary sale. Just what you're looking for in a furniture store. Albert's Furniture Showplace.
Big East football, Notre Dame versus Florida State. Saturday, October 26th at 12 p.m. on ABC and AT&T 3, New England's TV superstation.
The right choice for all the right reasons.
Here are 5 great reasons to choose your American Car Care Center for tires for your car or truck. And here's one more. At your American Car Care Center, the price you see is the price you get. You never pay extra for mounting, balancing, or valve stems. Choose from our trusted brands Michelin, Uniroyal, BF Goodrich, and our own quality American Radio.
The right choice, American Car Care Center.
We care about your safety. Visit us today.
Welcome back to Fairway Sports World for the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge. And starting us off is Richie Bober in lane 28. Richie bowls out of Valley Park. He averages a 122. All right, he's taking down the 4 and 7 to get started. Needs a little bit more on it. Just missing the head pin. Leaving 4.
Yeah, those 4, 1, 3, 6, and 9 pins. Always tough in this format to really come out of the gate. You can't leave anything in the bag. That's a disappointing 6.
And box points. Let's see if he fares better in lane 29. Richie has a high single of 198. Just a little bit left to the head pin. Leaving the 1, 3, 5, and 8. There you go.
And
Leaving
good
just
out.
the 5 and 8.
Okay, and of course these bowlers have home viewers as well. Rich is bowling for Jane. Oh boy. Lykazinski?
Yeah, Lykazinski.
Lykazinski from Drake, Massachusetts. And Dan, who's up there now, will be bowling for Paul McKinney from Plastow, New Hampshire.
Dan a little bit off to the right, but he takes down 7, leaving just the 1, 2, and 10.
Piece of wood that should help him with the 10. Well, let's see where it settles down here. It might just roll off. First order of business, though, is catch that head pin, either splitting the 1, 2 or on the right side of the head pin have the ball come in contact with a piece of wood to clear out the 10. That's what he tried to do.
Finds the hole there.
Not too far.
This is
right.
the head just to the right.
So the home viewers, Jane and Paul, if one of your bowlers goes on and wins this match, as well as nice 10 box by Dan, as well as defeat our defending champ, you'll receive $25 compliments of the International Candlepin Bowling Association.
A nice out by Dan in lane 28. Looking for more in lane 29. Off to the right. He downs 5 and leaves 5.
Both bowlers are missing the head pin with that first ball, and that's also very important in Candlepin bowling, is to have that first ball on the head pin. Oh, that's a great
spare there, though.
first mark of the match. Spare in the second.
It is important to mark early.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When it's, you see the replay, flush driving the head pin straight back and clearing out those other 4 pins.
Richie Bober looking for his first mark.
Oh, boy.
Down 6. That's a tough split, though.
Yeah, he was in the 1-2 pocket that time, but leaves himself the 5 and the 9 pins on the right, as well as the 4, 7 on the left-hand corner.
That's tough.
Piece of wood, no.
That won't help him.
Well, I think he probably would try just to get it moving. No.
He went after the 5 on that, and nailed the 5.
Yeah, he's tried to
eliminated the 9.
cut the 5 into the 4-7. Difficult shot, but leaves himself the 4-7 for the 10 box.
Off in left field, just takes out the 7 for a 9 box. Bober at 24 after 3. He's off to the left just a little bit.
Yeah, again, off,
Taking out the
left.
4.
Yeah, just the 4 pin.
That's awfully difficult when you eliminate just 1 pin on your first attempt.
Just to alert some of you, in a couple weeks we'll be taping on the 27th of October at Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Massachusetts. So if you're in the area, come on down. We start about 9 in the morning and
About that time.
tape 4 shows.
Approximately.
Yeah, approximately. And come on down, join us. Sit in the audience, see how the bowling is live.
All right, Dan leaving the 4 horsemen to the left. 1, 2, 4, and 7.
That was a 6 fill on the spare, which gives him a 12-pin advantage through 2 frames.
Looking for another mark. Just takes out the 2, so he's got the 1, 4, and 7 now.
Dan is pretty familiar with bowling lanes. He is the manager of the rollaway lanes in Ware, Massachusetts, where this final roll-off was held. So,
home court advantage.
Home court advantage.
Big
right.
time. All right, Dan with an 8 box.
In fact, we'll be going out to the rollaway lanes in Ware later on in the season, I believe sometime in January. So we'll keep you abreast of all the tape sites so you can come down and join us. 11-pin advantage now for Dan.
As he drops 6. That's a tough split, too. I mean, he's got the head pin, but he's got the 7, 8, and 10.
Yeah, but with the wood behind, it's probably not as difficult as it may seem. If he hits the head pin, he's got a shot. And I see the wood did take out the other 3.
Yeah.
Well, he can gain another one in count by this 10 box.
And that's a solid 10 box for Josephin. And he's at 44 after 4.
and a 12-pin advantage. You can see the replay. Missing the head pin, but the wood was enough to carry the other 3 pins. So in every shot, there's an object pin. In that case, it was the head pin. You needed to hit that, give yourself a chance at the spare. And again, Richie's off to the left.
Yeah, but he's down 7 on that, so that's not too bad. Leaves himself the 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah, the problem here, of course, always is the sleeper in the back, the 5-pin. Got a chance.
Oh, he's got them all.
All right.
All right, first mark for Richie. He's at 43 plus after 5. It's here on the replay. He hits the head pin and eliminates the 3 and 5 while he does it. Oh, Downs, nice fill. Downs 9 on his fill.
Leaves just the kingpin, the 5. Trying to make it 2 in a row and climb right back into this match. Oh, he's
Going
missed
after
it
the
to
king,
left.
he misses it to the left. All right, now going for 10.
That was
On the money that time, no.
62 through 6, and if Dan does not mark, this match will be very, very close, as you can see. Leading by 11, but he's got to face that spare 9 in the 5th by Richie Bober.
It's going to be difficult for him to mark on this. I mean, he's got some wood to play with.
Yeah, he's going to try to pinch the 3-pin on the right-hand side. The wood should take the 10. Now, whether or not the 3-pin
How will he get the 7, though?
Well, he's going to try to jump the 3-pin all the way across the left-hand corner.
Oh, is that wood going to
stole
go? No, it's not going to go for him, so.
Every pin very important now because it's so close. 10 bucks, 54. 2-pin advantage now for Dan. Through 5 boxes. So he just missed the 3-pin. Wood came back and got it. And the ball almost flew over there itself and took out the 7.
Dan kind of needing to mark here. He's let Richie right back in the game.
Yeah. The bucket, the diamond. Or
Diamond.
2, 4, 5, and 8. Difficult spare.
Off to the right and leaves himself just the 2 and 4.
All right, to remain 2 pins ahead, he has to get these 2, the 2 and the 4. If he were to miss these 2, we all knotted up at 62. Oh, one
point. 1 pin advantage. 63, 62 after 6. Richie looking for more. He has a high triple of 475. It's not a bad shot.
3, 5,
3, 5.
and 10. And some help coming, Phil.
Yeah, on its way, settling nicely. Where's he going to stay, though? I guess he's going to stay back towards the 10, huh? Oh, no, it's coming back towards the 3, 5. All right, takes out the 5 and 10.
Missed a good advantage, a good shot there for a spare with just clipping that 3-pin, and he had the spare. Gets the 10
bucks. 72 after 7. This one, folks, is close. Takes out the whole right side, leaving himself just the 2, 4, and 7.
Another spare lead for Richie, and Howie's comment on the 8th box as being the pivotal box in a string, especially when it's close. Set yourself up for the final 2. And he
Got
does
it.
just that. Spare in the 8th.
It's a big mark for Richie Bober. See it on the replay.
No problem, just splitting the 2, 4. 4-pin takes the 7. Well, see if Dan can answer the call here.
Off to the right. He's got the 1, 2, 7, and the 10 pin in right field.
Not an easy spare. Trying to either split the 1, 2 or have the left-hander go by it on the right, catch the head pin. Oh, great try.
Nice attempt. Leaving just the 10.
Needs this to keep his 1-pin advantage, but then he'll be facing the spare in the 8th. Very nice Nicely done.
10 bucks, 73 after 7. Dan needs to mark because if Richie opens up a nice fill on his, he can take this game. He has the 4 horsemen to the right plus the 8.
Lisa wouldn't be in behind there. Let's see if that helps him at all, but got to have the head pin.
Oh! The wood did not help. Now just the 4 horsemen, 1, 3, 6, and 10.
Chance for Richie Bulber to take the lead. He hasn't led throughout the entire game. Oh boy, just almost went by the head pin. It's just a 7, so he's 2 pins behind now, plus the fill on the spare. So I'm sure Richie's thinking 8 or better. That would force Dan to get at least 2 marks on the 9th and the 10. Oh, he's right in the pocket.
Right there. 8 or better. You called it.
It's a 10-pin advantage. Another spare leave in the 7 and the 8.
Plenty of wood to play with. He's got the 7 and 8. Takes them both down. Back-to-back marks. He's at 100 plus after 9.
Well, now Dan needs some help from Richie. He needs a bad fill on one of these spares. Otherwise, Dan's going to be in a double strike situation in the end. No, he's pulled it left, but let's see.
This
makes it 5.
That 5 pin is still rocking back there.
Regardless of what happens, Dan is going to have a chance, but he's going to have a double mark.
Richie has a high 5 of 732. Off to the right, just misses it. That's a 114 for Richie Bulber.
Okay, 34 pins for Dan on the final 2 will tie. 35 will win, so he needs 2 marks. And they have to be decent marks, too, with the fills. Off target, but he gets a big break.
Sure
The
does.
1
Leaving
and
just
the
the
3.
1, 3.
No.
It's kind of funny because Richie started off with the head pin.
Right.
And Dan was right on the money. Now it's kind of reversed after 6.
Needs this mark to stay alive. Oh, chops it out. Now he's in the double strike situation. He'll have to throw 2 strikes at least.
All right, 10 bucks, 90 after 9.
Needs a double
The
strike.
pressure is on.
Double strike 5 to win. Double strike 4 to tie. That was a difficult one to miss. He actually hit the object pin and drove it right straight back and left the 3-pin standing. Needs a strike to stay alive. Oh, he's still alive.
Still breathing.
Wow. He finds right in the 1-3 pocket.
That 10
Crosses
goes
over.
late.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be left with a solid 9-pin drop. Just kicking the 10-pin keeps him alive. He needs another strike. Got a chance. Oh, just missing the head pin.
It's
So
not going to go.
Richie Bulber will move on and try to defeat our reigning champion Eric Young. But what an effort at the end there for Dan Josefiak. That needed a double strike, got one of them. 6, and it's a 106.
All right, folks, we have to take a break, but we'll be back with our championship match right after these messages.
We were over our heads in credit card debt and looking for a way out.
A number of companies said they would help us, but they were only interested in charging huge upfront fees and putting us further into debt.
Credit Guard of America was different.
Credit Guard of America won't put you further into debt. As a nonprofit service, we've helped thousands of people for over 11 years. We work with you and your creditors to reduce your monthly payments so you can get on with life.
Credit Guard of America cut my monthly payments in half.
They cut my interest rate from an average of 23% to 8%. Some even went to zero.
I'll be out of debt in 4 years instead of 20. Credit Guard of America saved me over $13,000 in interest fees alone.
Call now to reduce your monthly payments, cut the interest rates on your credit cards by up to half, and get your unsecured debt paid off years earlier.
You owe it to yourself to work with a real nonprofit service. Credit Guard's certified counselors are standing by, so get started now.
Call 800-818-1893.
Hi, I'm Byron Allen, and welcome to EntertainmentStudios.com. Ben Affleck.
Some people always be like, usually it's like, man, I really like that one thing you did. What was up with that other movie? Kind of like.
The director of Spider-Man, Sam Raimi.
Oh, by the way, do you mind if I stay over at your place tonight?
And Angie Stone.
On AT&T3, New England's TV superstation. Harvard Crimson takes on the Big Red from Cornell live Saturday, October 12th at 1 p.m. on AT&T3, New England's TV superstation.
All right, welcome back, folks, to our championship match. And starting us off is our former champion, Eric Young. Last time he was on, like I said at the top of the show, he bowled a 250 to beat Scott Creighton. He put up some serious marks in that one, Dan. He racked up 1,400 points.
Another southpaw.
Southpaw's the best paw.
And Eric will be bowling for a viewer right here in the audience. The defending champ, we draw a name from somebody here watching the taping. It's Kay Williamson from Somerville, Massachusetts, as Eric starts off with 10. So Kay, if Eric wins, you'll get the $25. But Jane is rooting against you because she wants
Richie to take it.
Okay.
Right on the head pin. Leaves a little triangle action, 2-4-5.
And a nice piece of wood in between that really should help him. He's on the 2-pin, catches the 2-pin at all, this should go.
Off to the right. He misses the cluster.
Early jitters from these bowlers.
He was telling me before he got started, he's like, I just have to bowl the first ball. I told you before that. He said he was a little nervous. He said it's torture before that.
Yeah, it really is. I've been through this, and you get, sweaty palms. And
That's what he said.
And you get sweaty palms, and your mouth gets dry. Now, just the opposite would be good, but.
All right, now up, Rich. Off to the left.
That was his forte, the challengers match, too. Missing left. Then he finally found the range and was able to finish 2 marks in the last 5 boxes and squeak out that victory. Whoa! He's found the range early and a spare up.
Early.
And, of course, remember, this is the match where we accumulate points. And that's 50
It's a good time to do it.
That's right.
See on the replay.
Tripping that 9-pin for the spare and 50 points.
Bober knows the rules. Right on the head pin. Ooh. Nice drop of 8.
9-pin fell last. Thought it was going to take the 5. Difficult spare leave now, only because of the wood out in front. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough angle.
Yeah,
He's got the 5 and 8.
Oh, just got by. Just clipped the wood going by, but it was enough to keep the ball going straight into the 5. 2 in a row. Another 50 points. There you see the replay. 100 points, and he sets himself up for a 100-point bonus if he can get another spare or strike next time up.
Eric Young eager to make a mark now. He's feeling it. He's got the 3, 6, and 10 to the right. He's got the wood between the 3 and 6.
Yeah, try to avoid the wood, I'm sure. Oh, boy. A little heavy on the 3. Caused a 6-pin to go to the sidewall and missed the 10.
Still misses the 10. All right, so it's a 9 box. Eric, he's at 29 after 3. Eric Young looking for his first mark. Eric averages a 126, and he bowls out of Alley Cat Lanes. Right on the head, and leaves a tough situation here. He's got the diamond in the back, or rather the triangle in the back, plus the 3, 6, and 10.
Yeah, he's going to go after the 3, 6, 10, try to throw the 3-pin over. Yeah, almost.
Just the 6.
Now he'll go after the triangle with a wood and try to get the 8 box, and with a little luck, maybe another one. Okay, it's 8.
It's 8 for Eric.
37 through 4. Early advantage, Richie Bober. Working on a spare in the second.
Collecting points early.
A little sidearm with that delivery, and left it to the right. Needs this for the 100-point bonus.
Oh, he's not going to get it.
Good try. It's in the 1-2 pocket, but somehow left the 4, 7, and
5.
4, 5, and 7, right. And it's 8.
Right. 4, 5. Still standing.
Well, it's an early 11-pin advantage.
Oh. All right, Richie, just off to the left a little bit.
As long as I've been around the game, I just don't understand how that happens.
I don't understand how that happens either. Takes out the 2 and nothing else.
That's right.
And how can it not hit anything else?
I know. It's amazing. Somehow we have to ask this Cracker Jack crew if somehow I could put a camera on the pins, up over the pins. It would be neat to see that happen. Of course, you could be down there forever waiting for something like that to happen.
This is indeed true. It didn't happen that often.
Oh, great. Ouch. What a 10 box.
Incredible 10 box by Bober.
Increases his lead to lucky 13. Catches the head pin. Ball goes down and takes out the 7. Head pin does the damage on the rest of them. And just a great out. Now a spread eagle for Richie.
Spread eagle for Eric, rather, and
I'm
he's
sorry,
looking
right.
to
You're Eric.
chop down this lead a little bit. He's got the 2, 3, 6, and 10. Went up to the 3, 6, and 10. Got him. All right, 9 box for Eric.
Well, he hasn't got any marks, but he looks relatively sharp with that second ball. He hasn't had anything really legitimate spare lead to shoot at yet. So things will probably happen for him. Back on the head pin. Yeah, there he goes.
That 10 fell for him late, so he avoids that nasty split.
That's right. 4-pin, piece of wood in front. Ooh,
misses that.
Just sliding by.
Left. That would have been a great mark.
Yeah, that'll work on your psyche a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you think, oh boy.
After 6, he's at 56.
Just pulled the ball to the right a little bit. Held on to it a fraction of a second too long.
All right, Bober looking for more marks. He marked early. Boxes 1 and 2. He leaves the 1, 3, and 6.
Okay, catch the head pin. Got a chance for the spare. His 3rd of the match.
Tell you what, he's been putting himself in excellent positions. Got it. Another mark for Richie.
And another 50 points. He's up to 150 now in this first match of the championship round. You see the replay of those. Just domino effect on the 1, the 3, and then finally the 6. Now for the spare.
Off to the right. He leaves himself the 1, 2, 7, and 10. Now, how do you make this happen?
Well, try to split the 1 and the 2, or catch the, like he was trying to do, catch the head pin on the right, have the ball go down and take the 10, and then have the head pin into the 2 and finally the 7. But
now you just go up to the 1, 2, and 7.
Yeah,
right?
same type of shot. You've got to have the front pin. And he's missing the head pin and leaves himself 8.
Is it going to be 9? No, that 10 is not going to stand. All right, folks, we're going to take a break, but we'll be back with more action for the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge right after these messages.
The right choice for all the right reasons.
Here are 5 great reasons to choose your American Car Care Center for service for your car or truck. And here's one more. Our expert service comes with the exclusive coast-to-coast service warranty that covers your alignment, brakes, shocks, struts, and more. Honored from coast to coast at over 1,000 locations nationwide.
The right choice, American Car Care Center.
We care about your safety. Visit us today.
Do you remember fun? You know, lots of laughter, jumping up and down. If you want to experience fun again, you'll find it at your local Candlepin Bowling Center. That's where you'll find plenty of parties and good times.
Let's go. Good times roll.
All right, welcome back, folks, to the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge. That's Eric Young you're looking at, and he finds himself down by 18 after 6. Looking to close the gap, he leaves himself the 1, 3, and 6.
A similar shot that Rich Bober just converted for the spare.
Young is looking for his first mark. Now going out and settling for a 10 box. So he's at 66 after 7.
Let's get that third ball working, but needs to get the second ball in the groove. Start putting some marks up.
All right, right on the head pin on that, Dan. I mean, you know, he eliminated the head pin, leaves himself the 2, 4, 3, 6, and 10.
Drove it right straight back. Not a good spare lead.
No, it's not.
No. Probably try the 2, 4. No, it's going the other side. Oh,
that's them all. How does that happen?
That's an easy spare lead.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Easy enough for Mr. Young.
Look at this. He splits, just catches the 3-pin into the 2 and finally the 4. And he's probably saying to himself, look, I just had the 4 with a plank in front of it and missed it. Now I can make a spare like that. What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, Richie leaves himself a tough split. He leaves himself, he has the 6 and 7.
I'll explain why I would have went 2-4 in just a second instead of the 3-6. But whatever works. And that's enough maybe to get a bowler going, too.
Well, he still has another game after this one, so it's not too late. It's not like the Challengers match.
No,
so.
he's still within striking distance. He's a couple marks out, and he's got one posted already.
He'll need a nice fill.
Gets the 10, 84. 18-pin advantage, but now he's facing the mark put up by Eric in the 8th frame of the first game. Of course, that's Eric's first 50 points, too.
Bobo off to the right, taking out the 3 and 9.
You feel a little bit of momentum changing here at this point in the match. You know, he made a great spare, and now Richie seems to struggle just a bit. There's two boxes.
That's what happened in our Challengers match.
Really?
Yeah. It really did. I mean, actually, it was Richie that was off to the slow start, and Dan Jasofiak was off to the fast start, and then he ended up slowing down. He started missing the head pin after a while.
And he gets the 9, 93. Now, Eric's getting up there knowing he just made a terrific spare. All that will be forgotten if he doesn't get a decent fill on the spare.
Yeah, this is an important ball for
that's pretty good. That's decent.
Excellent work.
And a 100-point bonus. Not 100 points for the strike. There you see the replay. So that gives him 150 points immediately in points. Sets himself up with a 100-point bonus if he can throw another mark in the 10th. More importantly, he's climbed back to within 7 pins.
I'll tell you what, Eric is starting to feel at home here at Fairway Sports World.
Okay, we're going to have a move over to lane 28, I'm sorry, and we haven't finished there. We have a lane problem on 28, 29.
How's it going to fall? It's going to fall late. All right, so he leaves himself to 3 and 7. Still a tough split, but he's got plenty of wood to play with.
Yes, he's going to play that wood. I think almost he wanted that pin to stay up. But
oh, he wants the pin to stay up.
Well, maybe that fell behind. Yeah. Oh. And he'll try to get this for a 114.
10 bucks.
decent come from behind. He had no marks through 7 boxes at 66, finishing with 114. That's a great finish.
The tide is beginning to turn.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Really, it's going to be a close match without a mark by Richie Bover. If he gets a mark, he can retain the lead, but he needs at least a mark to come out on top in this first game. Not an easy one.
No, it certainly isn't. You got the 2-4-7 plus the 6.
You got it. Similar shot that Eric Young made earlier. Again,
maybe you gotta go talk to him about it.
Yeah, trying to split the 2-4. Well, he's on that side of the lane, but missed the object pin being the 2. Every pin is important, as we saw in that first, the Challengers match.
All right, leads us up just the 2 for a 9 box.
So Eric Young now takes the lead by just 2 pins. Oh, good-looking ball there, but, well, he's going to have a spare lead, but I thought it would be a lot better than that. He's looking at the 4, I believe, 4 and 9. Looks to me like he's got to play. I think there's another piece of wood behind that we can't see. 4 pin is the object.
Yeah,
oh, he clipped the wood. He's trying to snap the wood back. Didn't happen for him. Great effort, though.
Yeah. So now he's looking for this 10. He's got plenty of wood. This should be a piece of cake.
And it's going to be a close match. Just 2 pins
All right,
separating our
10
bowlers.
114 to 112. That will wrap up game 1. Stay tuned for game 2 in just a few moments.
Just another sports show? We think not. Patriots Football Weekly on AT&T 3.
My mutual funds are in bad shape these days. My fund's been hit recently, but long-term it's performed well. How's that possible in a market like this? My fund is flexibly managed. For a while, it profited from selling tech stocks short. Now it's long on a small number of sectors that look promising. Just how good is this CGM Focus Fund? It's up 28% over the 12 months through June 30th. Maybe I should get into that. My point exactly.
For a prospectus, call 1-800-CGM-INFO. Are you listening to 96.9 FM Talk?
If you listen to 96.9, you're going to get hooked.
Imus in the morning, followed by Barnacle.
Nobody knows this town like Mike Barnacle.
Jay Severin is who I started my affair with 96.9 with.
There's a thing about Jay where he just cuts through the BS like no one else.
Sometimes it's just scary how much I agree with Jay.
I don't always agree with everything he says, but he always makes you think. I love how Jay calls us Boston's best and brightest. That really makes me feel good.
Listen to 96.9 FM Talk.
And then Eric finished with a spare strike in the 8th and 9th for his 150 points.
Yeah, pretty impressive come from behind victory for Eric Young. Richie with the 1 and 10. I tell you, Richie started off pretty hot with a couple of marks right off the bat. 8 box here.
Well, we know he can come from behind. He was behind the Challengers match all the way until like the 8 box.
There goes his
There you
first
go.
mark, all right. Good game 2.
There's another 100 points for him, too, with the benefit of that strike. Right in the 1-3 pocket, no doubt. 4-7-8, the last 3 to go.
And here comes Eric. Looking to answer, he leads the 4 horsemen to the right. 1, 3, 6, and 10.
A little light on the head pin.
It was a little light. Just the 3, 6, and 10 now with the piece of wood. All right, clears it out.
10-box gains 2 more in count, so leads by 4. However, now he's opposite the strike in the second frame by Richie Bulber. Kay Williamson is here in the audience rooting for Eric and trying to collect that $25 winner's check by being. Is he going to match the strike?
No, it's not.
By being the contestant drawn from our audience, and of course Jane Lisinski from Dracut, Massachusetts, is by Richie Bulber. So he matches Mark. Yeah, spare up in the second.
Hey, Richie looking for a big fill here on his strike.
And that's a pretty good ball going in, but he leaves it
7.
7, 9, and 10. Let's see where the wood settles down.
How do you play this, Dan?
Well,
you got plenty of wood around the 9 and 10.
You could go after the 9 pin and a piece of wood, but I think you got to play the wood closest to you, which means capping that one on the left. That's what he's trying to do. And that's what he's going to do for the spare. Wow.
Wow.
Spare on strike.
Richie.
At first, I thought the 10 pin was going to stand. Here we see it. Now he caps the wood. The ball goes and takes the 7. Wood catches the 9. And the 9 falls and finally nudges the 10 pin. Great shot.
All in his plan. 4 horsemen to the right plus the 7 pin.
5 on the spare. Needs this for the 100-point bonus, but he gathered another 50 points with that spare on strike. He's up to 300 points now.
No, not going to get it.
Actually, the wood hurt him that time. Facing him, kind of deadened everything, the pins and the ball.
All right, he's got the 6, 7, and 10.
Wood's way out in front. He's able to get the 2 pins and give him the 9 box. Good start, 52 after 4. And now Eric is going to fill that spare he made in the second.
He's going to fill it with a 7. Not bad. Not a bad fill. He's got the 1, 3, and 10.
For missing the head pin, not bad at all. Outside, he tries it, and just not enough to carry the 3 pin.
All right, Eric attempting the solid 10 box. He gets it. It's 37 after 3.
And Rich Bulber regains the lead that he lost in the last 2 frames of the first game, leading now by 4 in the match.
Tell you what, folks, this one is going back and forth, back and forth.
That's a good-looking ball by Eric. Leaves the 4 and 7
with the wood. So this should be an easy mark.
Now, you know what he's thinking about. He missed the 4 pin with a piece of wood earlier in the match, and this is the 4 and 7 and a piece of wood out in front. It's got to be wearing on him. Oh, this time he's too far left and misses the 4. Thought he had it.
I thought he had it too, actually.
4 pin's going to haunt him.
10 box, 52 to 47 after 4.
Just 3 pins. He gains 1 in, gains 1 in count. 10 box opposite the 9 by Richie. So the lead is just 3 pins now. Richie Bulber wants that 6 pin to go. It's not going to happen.
But it's not dropping.
I like that. It's rocking, but not dropping.
Not dropping.
I like it. I like it.
Got the 2, 4, and 7, and nails just the 7. Two, 4 pocket gets them both, and that's a 9 box for Richie. 61 after 5.
61, halfway through this final game. Still leads by the slimmest of margins, just 3 pins. Really would like to put a mark up. Give Eric something to think about. Light in the head pin, but there's your diamond lead. But this time, you got wood in between, which should help him. So
3, 5, 6, and 9.
One thing in mind, you got to have the 3 pin.
Oh, he's off to the right.
Missed the 3, missed the object.
Yeah, he missed the 3 and the 5, so.
And just 9. So 2 open frames for Eric to work on, trailing by 3. 2 9 boxes.
Very very close game. Oh, big drop for Eric. Everything but the 10.
Left-hander, that's the easier of the two, 7 and 10. The left-hander, I'd rather be shooting at the 10.
He gets it.
He gets it, he's right.
He barely gets it, but he gets it.
Gain 1 and count now because he's opposite of 9, so the lead drops by 2. Anything over 2 on his spare, he will regain the lead. Back and forth we go.
Oh, good looking ball. Big ball. Stomping up and down. All right, folks, after that, we have to take a break, but we'll be back with more. We'll see how Eric does on his fill in just a few moments.
Do you remember fun? Being a part of a gang of friends? If you miss being a part of a team, then sign up for League Candlepin Bowling for fun or competition. There's a league for everyone.
Let's go. Good times roll. The right choice for all the right reasons.
Here are 5 great reasons to choose your American Car Care Center for tires for your car or truck. And here's one more. At your American Car Care Center, the price you see is the price you get. You never pay extra for mounting, balancing, or valve stems. Choose from our trusted brands Michelin, Uniroyal, BF Goodrich, and our own quality American Radio.
The right choice, American Car Care Center.
We care about your safety. Visit us today.
All right, welcome back, folks. Now, Richie Bober finds himself down by 7. Plus whatever Eric gets on his fill. So this one is going back and forth. An incredible game. A lot of fun to watch.
2, 4, 5, 7, a makeable spare for Richie. Much needed, too. Got it. Got it. Clutch spare.
Another mark. That was absolutely clutch.
Richie, make a statement. I'm not going away.
And now Eric's looking over at the scoreboard like, okay.
Yep. Well, that's half the problem. Now the decent fill and maybe another mark. Oh, he slipped on the approach a little bit, but gets a huge break. A
leaving
huge
just the
break.
8.
He wants to avoid that one pin that's pointing at him. Go by that and catch the wood. Got it.
All right.
2 in a row.
Back-to-back marks for Richie Bober.
And another 100 points with those 2 spares.
And now Eric Young is looking for his big fill.
He can't afford to rest. He's got to keep
Really
marking.
Leaving the 4 horsemen to the right. 1, 3, 6, and 10. That was a good shot.
That close.
Ooh. Everything but the 10.
Good 9-pin drop. Temporarily, he leads by 16, but he's opposite the spare 9, so he's going to lose some there. So it's just 9 pins. And he's opposite a spare. So without a mark, this could be very close going to the last few boxes. Oh boy, didn't need that.
All right.
But he's made this opposite side before. Remember, he had the 3.
He did.
Yeah, he had the 3-6-10 and the 2-4. This time, the 2-4-7 and the 3-6. Also, he has a piece of wood. If he plays the 2 and he doesn't cut it over, catches that wood, could kick back. Well, that's what he tried. He tried to go to the 2, 4, and 7 side, hoping he might benefit from that wood. Now he'll just try to grab the 3-6 and
just
an 8. All right, so the lead now is just 7 pins.
All right, Bober can nail that on his fill here.
That's right. Anything 7 or more
will take the lead.
Well, it's going to be just 6.
Just 6.
So 1.
All right, he's got the head pin and 7, 8, and 10. And he nails the 7, 8, and 10. He gets the back row.
Doesn't want to leave any pins left on the deck now.
You can't afford to run this one. Oh, he gets it.
He gets it, is right. Hit the wood going by, was able to clear out the head pin. He really would like a mark here. That would force Eric Young at least to throw one mark in the last two boxes. Eric still leads by one. Boxes completed.
The domino effect, they're falling for him. All right. He's got the 6, 8, and 10.
And we're going to have to check that wood.
Burrow on his way down.
It fell just forward, so it's, yeah, it's probably okay. It didn't roll much, just fell forward. Now
Burrow getting a hand from the audience.
It's going by the front piece. Oh, the ball comes back. Oh, my. The ball comes back and takes out the 8-pin. Listen, look at this. Off the wall. Hello.
I'm back again.
That was a big mark.
That
obviously.
was. That certainly was.
So anything over 2, that would force Eric to mark. Of course, he wants a lot more than that. But. And he gets 6. And a 131 and a 243 total.
Come on, bud. Right here, buddy.
Needs a mark, I believe, with 5 to tie. Mark with 6 to win.
Eric, okay. Oh, that's tough.
If it's going to be in this box, it's going to be one heck of a spare lead. But you never know.
The tail to the right plus the 7.
Yeah, he's going to play this wood straight down the lane, get the other 2 pieces of wood moving. Maybe the ball takes him out. Let's see what happens. Well, he was.
Oh, everything but the 7. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
No, that's not a bad drop. Every pin counts. All right, 10 bucks.
114.
This one, folks, is so close. Eric looking back at the scoreboard to check out what he needs to take this one.
Needs 16 pins. Needs a spare a strike with 6 on it.
Drop to the right there. That is not going to get the job done.
Cluster 7. Pulled up on that one. Pull the ball to the right. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, that close. And we'll have a new champion in Rich Bober. And what a match. Right down to the final frame. It's too bad.
All right, folks.
2 10s.
That's your final. 243 to 238. Rich Bober will advance. We have a new champion in the house, and we'll talk to him when we return. We'll be back in just a few moments.
To catch the world's most dangerous criminals, you can't just think like one.
Who the hell are you anyway?
I'm in security.
You gotta be one. Meet a new kind of crime fighter. The bad guys. From the legendary action director comes the thrilling new television series, John Woo's Once a Thief.
On AT&T3, New England's TV superstation.
What can you do at vhix.com in 30 seconds or less? And you didn't even break a sweat. vhix.com, roadmap to the automotive world.
Who lives at the bottom of the sea? Who's coming to your hometown?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's right, SpongeBob SquarePants, the star of his own hit Nicktoon. Yep, one of your favorite Nickelodeon characters is on tour and coming to you. It's your chance to meet SpongeBob SquarePants up close and personal. Direct from Nickelodeon, the #1 network for kids. Keep watching Nickelodeon for more SpongeBob SquarePants.
Meet SpongeBob at Beard Chevrolet Subaru Saturday, October 12th from 10 to 2.
Welcome back, folks. Dan, we have a new champion in the house, Richie Bober over Eric Young in a match that went down to the wire, 243 to 238. Incredible.
it's back and forth. The momentum swung back and forth, and I talked to Eric afterwards and feels bad about not winning, and always comes down to one or two shots. The 4-pin with a piece of wood that he pulled a little bit to the right. But, you know, any one shot could have swung it one way or the
Absolutely.
other.
It was so close. We went back and forth about 4 different times. It was incredible. Let's bring up Eric Young right now. Eric, great match.
That was a great match. I know where I lost it, but I'm happy because another Union brother here beat me. That's what I'll use to make myself feel better about losing. But I know where I lost it. And the bottom line is the last 4 boxes of the match, Rich had 3 out of 4 marks. I had none. And that's where the match is won in a close match in the last part of the second string.
Yeah, you threw him up when you needed to in game 1, but in game 2, it seemed to escape you a little bit.
Well, I had my moments, but I couldn't keep it going. I'd have a spare strike, and I couldn't keep it going. And you need to have another mark or 2 after that. I just couldn't get it going today.
Well, a couple bright spots. First, a $100 check for you for the runner-up. And this is the first taping of the season. You have to sit out 1 taping. Maybe we'll see you back in a couple months.
All right, I hope so.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, now let's bring up our champion, Richie Brover. This has been a close games all day, Rich.
Yeah, thank you.
But you pulled it out when you needed to, too. You got your marks when they were clutch.
Yeah, I knew if I had to throw 1 in the last box and at least make them earn it, and I knew he had to throw 1 out of the 2, so I got some breaks there, and you know.
Well, you had 9 marks today, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'll take it. You know, when they go, they go. When they don't, they don't. That's
There's
about
one
it.
thing I don't think you realized, and I didn't until he said it, but he got beat the last time on in the very last box. Almost happened again today by a great job by Eric.
I know, it was very close coming down to the wire. You collected some serious points today, 1,200?
Yeah, 1,200 points. Scores 243 to 238 for Eric. 1,200 points for you. That didn't qualify for the final show last year, but who knows what's going to happen this season. But we do know one thing, you're the leader in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, now how does it feel? I mean, it was a close one. How did it feel about going against your brother?
Like you said, you know, whoever won, it wasn't going to take it to heart, you know. I don't know.
Did you feel that, I mean, you know, you guys are familiar with each other's game going in?
A little bit. I don't really know Eric too good. He's from another area, but like he says, we're both in the laborers union, so, you know, it's about it.
All right, well, congratulations.
Way to go.
Thank you.
See you next week.
All right, Dan, another close one. Another great day rolling. I mean, what a way to start our new season.
Yeah, we'll see if you can make it 2 in a row next week.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you next time on the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge right here on AT&T 3.